Yeah. That way
Yeah.
I can just post it on the gram or something.
Yep.
So right now I believe I'm looking at Solana, I think. Yep, I'm looking at Solana coin right now. And
Hmm.
I drew in my support and my resistance. Um and I'm really just waiting on price to bounce in or bounce through this or come back up. And if it does, then I'm gonna set my take profit around here if it'll let me.
Okay, then take profit. You put like say 130 in there, and it'll show
Yeah.
you how much you'll get back for the payout.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it says it at the bottom too when it says place buy.
Now I place my stop loss down here. And sometimes I don't really like trading CFD because if like you see how I say margin required and I have the margin required to trade it,
Yeah.
it's just the CFD is kind of wonky. But I'ma see in the corner it tell me it's incorrect, but everything is right. So I'll mess around and switch to options for real. And I'll try and do the same thing.
Oh, demo slide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the corner in your it's showing me the your wallpaper in that corner on the right, not on the right, on the left corner down below, kind of blocking the screen a little bit.
What down here?
Yeah, a little bit more to the left.
What
Yeah,
this?
right. Yep.
You said it's blocking the screen?
Yep.
All right. But yeah, can you see it better
Mm.
now?
Yeah, it can work. Yep.
All right. So yeah.
That support. Okay. So when you expand it out, you expand it out to where it's like an hour's length.
Yeah. It's in the
Nice.
hour right now, but sometimes I'll go as far as to look in the day.
Dang.
Yeah, sometimes I'll look at the day, see how price was moving over the past day, so I know that it's in this downtrend.
It's much easier seeing it like this than compared to 1 minute or 5 minute marks.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I'll come in. I'm still learning how to utilize these you gone? All right, I'll holla at you. But yeah, I'm still learning how to utilize these what you call it.
Categories.
Yeah. Still learning where to place my fib, my what you call it. Still learning how to place this.
Oh, projection.
Uh-huh. Still learning it.
Okay.
But I'm really just trying to set these lows. So I look in, I see the day. This is over the course of a day. So if I want to sit in the market for real, I start marking these lows, um, which would potentially end up being a high.
Mm.
So you see prices is getting close to it. So it may even be that if I lower it down and respect this high, then it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Or this low, then it's exactly where it's supposed to be.
So that's support right there where you have the icon at.
Right now I'm marking the previous lows, because in the downtrend,
Mhm.
these previous lows can potentially become a high.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking in the day right now, and sometimes I will actually come through and mark the support line, and I'll use the um the previous low, which I just marked up here as
Mhm.
a support line. So I'm gonna actually change the color so it can make some more sense. Change the colors on these things. And yeah. So now I got them color coded. That way it's easier for me to see it visually. And then I just start going in by the hour to see. And it looks like I drew a pretty good support and resistance line as well with marking that previous low. It ended up becoming a fire resistance line. So it touched here,
Mm-hmm.
it touched here,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then it touched here,
Mm-hmm.
touched here. So I can only expect it to touch here. And once it does touch right here, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
go in for a up. Um, okay, in the 15 minutes it did touch it and it's making its way up. I think I'm gonna get the jump on it. And when I put my entries in, I like to get in on the 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can have the most accurate entry. And I just wait for price to touch back down on this line somewhere around here from, let's see if I can mark it for you. So I'm waiting for price to hit down here, and it most likely to do it within 50 minutes.
Okay, you just wait.
Mm-hmm. What is this? One, two, three, four, five. So this is 10 minutes, a 10-minute block. So preferably before or by the time it hits 10 minutes, it'll be down here, and that'll be my entry point. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna set everything up so I can actually do that. And when I put in, I like to stay in the market. Excuse me, I like to stay in the market for between about 2 minutes to about 5 minutes. But 2 minutes is if I'm trying to get in and out really quick. But I really prefer the 3 to 4 minute range for real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, really trading is just a waiting game. Um, like I said, I'm waiting on price to hit this green line right here, and once it hits this green line, like it did here, here,
Mm-hmm.
here, it should go back up. And I'm gonna play it actually kind of safe, and I'll go like I like doing even numbers feel safer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see what else can I do in here. I don't want no fib circles. I want okay, a parallel channel is cool, but I want to get this trend line. No, I'm gonna get an arrow in.
So as long as it touches it, it'll be straight. But
hmm
okay,
So
just
as
got.
long as it continues down, we should be good. So as I draw the trend line, I try and line it up with the tops of the wicks
Mm-hmm.
to get a decent frame of time. So maybe about 30 minutes, it'll be in optimal position, or
Mm-hmm.
it looks like it's pushing right now.
Okay.
That works as well.
Oh yeah, it's moving.
Still moving. And then I like to utilize this market analysis over here.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the market is in a strong sell. So that means to look for downs, which it is strong down. And it ended up this gap right here
Mm-hmm.
between this wick and this wick that's developing. It's called a fair value gap. And a fair value gap is basically where price will revisit because this is a strong signal to the downside. So obviously
Mm,
price has to come back up and fill um from here, at least from here on down to the top of this wick.
mm.
So as I said, now wait, I don't know when it's gonna come back up to fill it. I just know it is. So hopefully it comes back down a couple more. And this is what I mean by waiting for your entry. Everything looks cool and you could for sure hop into the market and make a trade right now if you want to. But it's all about being certain. Like you want to place a trade with 100% certainty. So the technical analysis chart is sales are getting weaker. Eventually, it's gonna reach neutral. By the time it reaches neutral, I should go in for a
Okay, so when it hits that neutral mark, you just hit up.
uh
Mm,
And the what you told me, I want to show you some indicators as well. So what I had down there
mm,
was called the MACD, and as we wait for that, I'll show you this. So pertaining to the MACD,
mm,
see where these lines cross?
mm,
That serves as a buy or sell signal as well. So this blue line is the chart. Let me show you. This blue line is extremely close to the chart up here. And I can't tell you what this reddish orange line is. I just know that
mm,
that's the signal line. So once it crosses here, as you can see where it crosses, it's a change of direction. Um, and the color, the bar chart right here,
mm,
shows the strength of these candles. So this is a pretty strong candle, which is why it's as red as it is. And the rest of these candles are a dark red because it was no resistance to the other side, barely any. Um and as these get lighter and eventually turn green, the lighter ones are you losing your selling power. It's starting to flip.
mm,
And sometimes you will see a couple red candles, but it's still majority green down here. That's
mm,
still your strong signal that is going up. Still your strong signal for whatever color it is. Strong signal down, majority red. Strong signal up, all green until it starts getting here. Then it turns white. And that's your change of direction. And once it starts getting dark red or dark green, that's the flip. So yeah, once this blue line crosses this orange line and you can tell down or up, um this blue line cross this orange line going down and the trend follows suit down.
mm,
This blue line crossed this reddish orange line going up. The trend was short, but it was up. And as this blue line remains over, that's basically it's not looking like it's coming down until it gets about here where it starts to make its way down. Ooh, I can draw on this motherfucker. So yeah, as you see it,
mm.
see that motherfucker right there, and it coincides here as well. But wait,
It's like whale watching, but digitally.
you said, huh?
It's like whale watching, but digitally.
Right. And yeah, like I said, we just gonna wait, and I see that is hasn't revisited this line down here because our entries was actually right here, Those was our entry points
Hmm.
to get in for a trade. Um, Give me
So if it
back.
doesn't hit that point, if it didn't get right there, we still have that line to where that if we move over further to the right, that there's chances are they'll hit it sooner, or not sooner, they'll hit it later on.
Yeah.
All right. Then
So
that's
it
make a move.
should you see how it's respecting the trend?
Hmm.
So yeah, as long as it continues to respect the trend, I don't care if it breaks up over it, as long as it still makes its way down. Then I know that it's still respecting prices.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, like I was saying, our entries was here. This was an entire entry point right here. Multiple chances, like one, two, three, four, five, six chances to get an entry here.
Hmm.
Where else further down the line? I'm not seeing nothing else. But that's probably because I'm on a 1 minute time frame and it's levitating above the line. So yeah, up here as well was a chance to get in. All of that up there. All of this was a chance to get into. And then price comes back down and it's still floating above here, above this green line.
Hmm.
And if I didn't know any better, I really moved my green line up here. But the reason I marked it all the way down there was for the simple fact of, if I can show you, for the simple fact of this low.
That's a big low.
Or I'm sorry, no. This high was a previous low. So let me zoom on into the day and I should be able to get a better view of why I put that there. All right, there it is. So the reason I put this green line down here
Hmm.
was for the simple fact that price comes down, hits this line, still respects this line and doesn't break it too much. Um, Solid body is in the candle, or a solid body candle is breaking through the line and wicks are finishing the rest. Wicks are important, but at the same time where you drawing your hard lines, they're not as important as well. So in the video of support and resistance, that support and resistance video, he was telling you to draw your price lines pertaining to the wicks. Like you'll want to draw them like this. You'll want to put your line in from the top of the wick to the start of the body. And that's true. Like I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna tell you not to do that. But everybody trades different. Um, the video that I sent you
Hmm.
was real bare bones, the basics of my strategy for sure. And if you compare support and resistance with other things that you learn, like how I had drew this red line right here because it was the bottom of a downtrend. It was a low of a downtrend. And that's because I learned and I know that once price reverses, every low that developed in the downtrend will eventually be a high, will potentially be a high.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah. if I ever just do something that doesn't make sense or you don't understand why, um, I've been at the day trading for months now, but I've been in it for years. So it's things that I know from back then that I remember and things that I've
Mm,
learned today that I apply to the game. And again, I'm not really so tripping about this. Like I said, I'm not tripping about price being or this trend line being broken
mm,
because again, the signal that I'm waiting for should come within the 50 minutes that's blocked off or that's marked off. So but then at the same time, price did come down and hit it. So it could potentially be on his way up as well at the same time. Um, it's always good to not force entries, trade entries, because what if I go in for an up right now, and if I do, it's gonna be really, really short. It's gonna be a short up, and when I put my trades in, I gotta reload my screen sometimes. And that's okay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with reloading your screen. I just don't like how motherfucking or I'm sorry, I just don't like how it just completely disregards what I put in here.
mm.
So that trade is only a couple seconds. If I can't roll it over. There are things called rollovers.
Did you
Um
hit?
and it gives you more time in the trade. So I put in 1 minute, I roll it over, I get an extra minute. I roll it over again, I get 2 more minutes. I roll it over again, I get 4 minutes. But
Mm.
it takes money to roll over. So I'm only doing it to see one, like I shouldn't be doing it first and foremost because I know that's not a trade that's gonna go or I'm not expecting it to go. Cause like I said, I'm expecting price to meet down here. So there's no way that it's gonna make too big of a jump for an uptrend right now. So as I sit here and I wait, oh wow, I might do it. As I sit here and I wait, this is basically the gist of trading for real. You wait for your signals, you place your entry, and I just grant that. If that was real money, um, I
Mm.
would have flipped. What was that?
Got your cheese and more back.
Yeah, I about to
206.
say if this was a real trade, I would have made $100. I would have made $100 on the trade, and I ended up actually greening that trade. So with it doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and check the market analysis. It just flipped to buy. So
Mm.
boom, it hit the neutral, and now it's buy. So I'm gonna utilize this what I see here, and I'm gonna remove these trend lines because it's making its way up. It's breaking up. So now I'm gonna start actually setting up to take trades. I drew my support and my resistance. Even though I missed it down here, I can still make do up here.
Mhm.
Um, I keep on switching to this 15-minute time frame because they say that, and the truth of the matter is that you can see the movement of the market way better. Um, way, way
In the
better.
15 minutes.
Yeah, in the 15 minutes, you can see it way better. You
Mm.
can actually see it move. You can comprehend how it moved. You can see that real easy. Real easy. Price came down, came up a little bit, downtrend, so on and so forth. Shot up, consolidated, came down, consolidated, came up, consolidation, because it's not really making no big moves up or down. Market's moving sideways. He reached the point, shot up, making his way down, consolidating, coming up, heavy down. So you gotta know it's gonna consolidate before it makes his next move, which we should be expecting it to be up somewhat.
Mhm.
Another thing that I had learned through YouTube was that marking your 50, like your 50%, your halfway point between these two. And that can also serve as a support slash resistance line as well. And it'll help you get more trade entries. So I'm gonna actually do that because this is something that I'm adding to my game right now. And I want to get practice in. And I might, what better chance or time to do it than now? So as I mark my halfway point, between my support and my resistance lines, I like to have this color, or I like to have this a color different than everything else. I usually choose gray. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't ever keep it blue. I choose gray majority of the times. And I even go as far to drop the opacity halfway because I'm not looking to make trades off it. I'm looking to gauge how price moves between this dash line and this green line or this dash line and this red line. So if price bumps in between here, woo, 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 right, and never makes a break down here, then potentially it's gonna move out of range up. Same thing down here. If it just woo, 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 make its way down, then okay, cool. It's leaving the range. I'm done trading because I'm gonna have to wait at least an hour or two to set this same thing back up after price leaves this range. So just waiting. But we have this graph set. We have all of the information, all of the key points set up. We can even go as far as to get on trading view and set price alerts. That's what I like to do so I can really put the laptop down and go do something else. I set price alerts on trading view, and then once I get the alert to my phone, then I'm getting into the market.
Mhm. So it's like an indicator, like if you have a fishing rod at a lake, it kind of gives you that tug to let you know that, hey, you're back in the market, got some fishing.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yes, sir.
indeed.
Damn, they telling me my meeting going in 10 minutes, but it's okay. We can come back.
Mm,
But all right, well, I'm gonna treat this like a YouTube episode or something like,
mm,
cause bro, I'm trying to like I started this YouTube called Trade Trials, and as I go through trading, I'm gonna be basically posting the journey. You feel me? Like I'm gonna be posting the journey on the YouTube.
Man, this junk gonna be dope right here. It's like 3 feet from gold.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you put a pause onto it until you get another one, or
Who me? Nah. This is really what trading is. Like you really just wait on price to hit your point.
mm,
And if it never hit your point, then okay, cool. You wait for the next one. You know what I'm saying? But I have other pairs that I sit up in, like XRP. I can cook something up in here if everything is going pretty smooth. Let's see what's happening here. It's kind of doing the same thing that, well, if one crypto's doing it, all of the cryptos doing it.
uh,
But yeah, I set my same price points, put it up here, and I see they got the same wicks down here, and I may even have a trade coming up as well. So you can really see how all it is tied together. So I'm setting my support and my resistance right now, which is the um from the body of the candle to the
mm,
top of the wick. Can always zoom in and get it right, get it perfect. Boom, we in there. And it seems like the body here ends up matching the body here. All right, I have my support and my resistance in on XRP. And I can color code it if it's easier. Um when I first started out, that's exactly what I was doing. I was color coding for sure. I was color coding everything to make it easier on me. And then once I got to a point where I felt like I didn't have to color code and I just knew what my lines meant,
mm.
then I was okay. I knew that. Get that a little darker. And then we hop back into the 15 minute. Once I see how price been moving in the 15 minute, I move on. It seemed like it's in my area, the area that I'm looking for. I'll drop down to the 2 minute, see how it's really moving.
Mm.
Okay, I still got a chance to get in. And I'm gonna do that. Boom. And if I need to come back in on the day range, and I can see from breakout, from it coming out to it going in and coming back out again, it's about 30 minutes. Cool. But I'm feeling a little different right now. I think I'm gonna do boom, broke price. If it makes its way up here, then it's gonna continue up for sure. Give me
Mm.
about like a 3 or 4 candle range to the upside, and I'll be like certain that it's strong to the upside. Hopefully I can get this trade in before the Zoom cut out on me.
If it do, we can just pick this back up tomorrow too.
Mhm. But yeah, really all the trading is for real is just the waiting game. And then as I'm waiting on this, I can pop on to another one.
It's like fishing.
That's all it is. You just popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. See, I had some set already. Uh-huh. And then you always gotta remember that support can become resistance and resistance can become support.
Mm.
So whenever that's why it's always good to leave your chart marked.
Mm.
Because the lines that you formally put in, formally marked, they eventually serve you if price ever move out of that range. So let's say you got something to the upside mark, something to the downside mark, you straight. And if price moves within whatever you have marked, then I don't see why you don't have or wouldn't be able to take a proper trade. So yeah, as I'm marking that, I'm seeing over here, and you don't want to go too far back and mark anything too far back, but it's always good to see what happened in the past. Always good to see. So it could get down here, but right now it's here. So again, for me marking support and resistance, I'm gonna mark recent. Gotta mark recent. But then at the same time, I'm gonna mark this with something a little different. Mark it with something different. Mark it with a ray and change the colors. Ooh. You can even go as far as to mark this. Now I got my R range marked with my resistance and my recently developed support, as well as a former support line, which price could eventually break down and through this, respect this, and come back up, which then would invalidate this right here. But other than that, I'm gonna drop down to this 15 minute. Let me go ahead and get this outro real quick. Shit. Thank you for tapping into the journey. I gotta edit this, or maybe I'll put it out raw. But however y'all get it. And we still trading. Keep on trading. Like, I hope you learned something new. And see y'all boys next time. Then that's just for the bid. Or that was just for the what you call it.